that it negates what the approved minutes say.
No,
I think
you said they were confusing, so we're
I
gonna.
can tell you that doesn't do it.
No.
The minutes that were approved is what is the decision of the body. Period.
Okay.
Regardless of what the tape says.
I was told that last month, that I couldn't change the minutes because they were approved.
Okay.
Minutes once approved is the action of the body. Regardless of what the tape says.
Okay. So,
I don't know if I should provide any clarification on it. The minutes are those, it never, from what I've gone back, because I've researched it all, it never came back to the planning commission. After that, the cloud properties did come back one time in October, or August, maybe I can verify that for you, but it was not an agenda item. They came back to ask the planning commission, if they could skip the DRC, because the DRC has taken about a couple months to get back to them. And they said they would reach out, try to get that meeting set. If not, they'd be on the next one. But from there, the DRC on their schedule got the plans approved with the DRC. And once that is approved, they start their process. Barry gives them their permit. So
did you review the plans for the cloud property?
I remember seeing
Did you review the plans for the cloud property
that
as the chairman?
that you see is what was sent to the planning commission.
Okay.
Every member of the planning commission got that plan.
Got that plan.
I mean, so far it sounds to me like Exhibit 1, where this approval letter is sent out by our building official, had no basis for it to be sent.
Well,
Well, they voted to approve 6 units that night.
they did.
It's
They
right
did.
in it.
You can pull the minutes up.
So do we want to make Mr. Cloud take up his property? Or do you want to bring it in for approval now?
That's silly.
Because this
What's
was
done is done.
this was brought.
This isn't done yet.
What this is what was brought. This is what was presented. That was what was voted on. And so do we want to go ahead and say this needs to go?
Mayor, I disagree with you.
Well,
I don't find anywhere in the minutes so far where this project was approved. And I don't know who approved it and when, but we need to get to the bottom of it and find out how it got built.
apparently Alderman Loop said that was presented to the planning commission.
Plan that showed the 6 asking for the 8 went to the planning commission.
Right.
That was in part 2024. Planning commission looked at it. They took the numbers that the building official worked up. Okay, there was a fallacy there. No doubt about it. But and now you're approving the 6.
Right.
Do what?
Now, when they denied the 8 and said, no, we're not going to approve the 8. Okay. That motion should have been, or the minutes should have been worded a little bit better. We're denying the 8, but yes, we'll approve the 6.
That was the question.
But
That was the question of the
that's
developer.
what the minutes says. There's fallacy in the minutes. I mean, you can look all day at mistakes in this thing. But the intent is, that was what the intent was. And I go back to, there are 2 different sections. If it's a single ownership and where you're selling the units to the public, it's 2 different sections in the zoning book. It's not comparing apples and apples. The PUD is only one section. There's 2 sections in the PUD. I've got the book. I can quote them to you.
Do we want to look at those sections?
Now, I think a point of order. If there's no motion, then then it's time to move on.
Well, I think we owe it to a citizen of our town to look at those sections
Make the motion, let's vote.
of the zoning so that people can make a decision.
I still want to discuss it with legal counsel, and I'd like for it to be tabled until we can do that and get an answer to the questions that I've asked tonight that still haven't been answered. How did this happen?
I do not have a vote on this board. They brought it to the board.
No,
They
my
asked,
question, I want my question answered. I don't want you to answer it. I want to find out what happened.
we just talked about what happened. They brought it to the board.
Well, how is
They
it
asked-
3.69 acres or 3.04 acres? I mean, that's all in this discussion about where the acreage is and what it calculates to and all that. I haven't heard anybody explain that to me. How the commission,
I just explained it to you.
the
that
planning commission, you were at the meeting, but you just said you didn't have a vote.
I don't have a vote, but I know how they came up with 3.03 acres. It included the property in the lake.
Which is how much?
So below the 820 line,
0.3 acres?
3.03.
No, I'm saying the difference between above and below is 0.3 acres.
That never came up in discussion. The land below the 813, never. In any planning commission meeting.
It never came up, but yeah.
It was
It
approved.
came up in the last planning commission meeting,
In
but,
the last planning commission meeting,
but-
as far as the cloud property,
but
it
if you
did
look-
not come up.
well, they may have submitted it and tried to fly it under the radar, but it's submitted on 3.03 acres.
Yeah.
They tried to get it in.
We took the numbers from Bill
I
Fisher.
understand.
We didn't work the numbers.
I understand.
The planning commission did their job on.
But you see the plat that's attached to it, you see the acreage on the plat, on the letter.
The acreage on the plat says 2.66.
But on the submittal, on what they submitted, it says 3.03
The
acres.
planning commission acted on what was submitted to us from Bill Fisher, period.
I understand that, so I don't know if they submitted it trying to contain additional density or why they did it, but yeah, it was done.
Mayor Pete,
And it was accepted.
wouldn't the planning commission have minutes of the meetings that they had that could provide insight into what
Yes.
was presented and what the decisions were?
And we do have those minutes. And we have the recording. So
That's what we've been talking about.
It's never been approved again.
He just said it, the motion, when you automatically, when you turn down 8, you approve the 6.
That's not what the minutes said.
well, that was the question that was brought before the planning commission that night. Could they have 6 or 8 units? That was the question. And they denied 8. So they automatically had 6.
And we were told that the 6 met the density.
So
Yes.
We're not really talking about density, we're talking about a PUD. A PUD's approved at 116,000 square feet instead of 300,000 square feet, so.
It really does.
That's really the main issue.
That's the question is that's why his property was denied, that it was not 300,000 square feet. So we're way off the topic of why his was not approved and why was this one approved?
3/4 of an acre underneath, beyond the 813 line, I'm over 300,000 square feet.
So his was approved. It was way under the size. That's the question that he was denied on. And so, Ed Clouds was approved and, Mr. O'Hara's was denied based on the size of the PUD. Based on the size of the PUD. I mean, all of these questions
We can
deserve
talk
an
on-
answer.
We can talk on that and go over it and over and over it, but here's the thing. I don't want to vote until I have assistance from legal counsel. And I don't think that's unreasonable. We're a public entity. None of us are attorneys. We don't know how to interpret these rules and laws, but we've hired one that does. And I value his judgment, and I want him to have the time to study what's happened and even, if necessary, listen to meetings and, let's get it right.
And then you stand up in the last meeting and say that, how we interpret it, separates us from a dishonest society, town. So we need to apply it equally to all. Did you just like that January 3rd?
I said we need to treat everybody, and I said this to you personally. Yeah, I know what that says, but I also said to you personally that I wanted us to be fair to those past who have been denied or approved, present, and future. All three.
Exactly.
And so if I don't know exactly what they have done on that commission, then I need someone to tell me what they've done and what it means.
It's
Told twice.
It's very simple. He was denied a PUD because it was under 300,000 square feet.
And nothing's changed.
Because it was stated that it's never been done before.
We just keep going over the same stuff. None of you all are legal counsel. He's over here.
They counted the land under the water, that's changed.
No.
Yeah.
The town's property was